Welcome to Mind Talk with Bobby Ngwana. Before the break, we were having a discussion with Sharon Baloyi, how losing her sister affected her and how she ended up being diagnosed by anxiety and depression. Sharon, you said that losing your sister affected you at school. I can imagine as young as you were.
Yes.
I want to find out, take me back to the school days in the morning. How is it like when you're waking up? Did you want to go to school? You don't want to go to school? And how was your relationship with other students while you're going through that trauma?
At school, firstly, the securities, the staff members and whatnot, they'd always ask me all the time, why are you always sitting alone? Because a lot of students are in groups and whatnot. Like during break time, I wouldn't want to talk to anyone. It was just me and my headphones. The problem is, before my sister passed away, during break time, I'd always talk to her, Anytime when I'm free, it was our time. So then I was like, I don't want anyone, even if someone could come and try to talk to me, I was not interested at all, firstly. And then at school, panic attacks were bad.
Yeah.
I remember I was doing my practical. I'm doing sound engineering, right? So I was setting up drums, keyboards, the mixer and whatnot. I had a panic attack, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna stop or say anything. I kept on doing it with my panic attack, and then I finished, and I passed my practical, but my panic attacks were bad in a way that when I open a book to study, I get a panic attack.
Jeez.
Or a headache. So that's when I was like, no, I can't do this. I need a break. So I was thinking of going to higher certificate. My course is 3 years. I was going off changing and just finish off and do something else. And then I did that. But as I was continuing, I was like, no, I love this course.
Yeah.
I love this course.
You wanna
There's
continue.
nothing else for me. I'd rather struggle, even if it takes 10 years, it's fine. I'd rather struggle, but at the end get what I want. Because you give up, go do something, same issue, and then what?
Yeah,
So
because
you
the
can't
issue
keep-
is within the mind, not with the school and the academy.
So fortunately at school, I met with the psychologist. They wrote me a letter, like I said, and then I did my assignments and so on. But it got better. But studying, I can't study. I don't know how I pass, honestly.
Yeah.
I can't study.
Because of that.
I really can't study.
Because of that experience, yeah.
And I went to the clinic. So I was attending a private doctor. I stopped because I would go there and he will just give me medication, not saying it. I had to be the one asking questions.
Wow.
Yes. So I was like, no, this is not working out. And then I met a lady who works at a clinic, and she told me all the process. We assess you, we ask you, we check up on you. So I was like, okay, let me go to the public clinic then, because this one is not working out for me. Because every time I'll be like, now I have panic attacks, now I have this, and he was just giving me more pills, but for what, I don't know. So I went to the clinic, and they were assessing me every week, but the studying part, it's still
challenging.
Yeah, it's still challenging, because I'm always telling them I'm forgetful, I can't study, what, and
which is true, based on your
but I haven't
experience.
gotten any help regarding that. So I wanna go to a psychiatrist, a private one in Akiso. I did go see a psychologist, and when I told her my story, she didn't believe it. She was like, no, Mara, that was not supposed to happen, like losing your mom, losing your sister, and then losing your grandmother.
But it's a true story.
Also, it's a true story. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. She was speechless, hey? She was speechless. And my problem is, every time I go to a psychologist or whatever, after I'm done, I get very emotional, so I'm avoiding that now.
Is it because you're holding back to your feelings and you're remembering what they said to you when your sister passed on?
My psychologist said I'm bottling things up a lot.
Yeah.
Like, even when I go there, he's like, Sharon, I can't help you. You must talk.
Open up, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
But I can see how what they said affected you, because what happens is when they were telling you shouldn't cry because now you are affecting her, you immediately build a wall that
to show
it's not
emotions.
impossible to break, but it's a
Yeah.
process, it's an everyday process.
Yes.
And I want to get to, as young as you are, you know, the society, the community, they judge.
a lot.
You know, you tell them your experience. I'm diagnosed with depression,
Yeah.
anxiety. Now, some people think you're crazy. And
they think
how are you dealing with
actually
that?
in our communities, they think it's a white people thing.
Sickness,
Yeah.
or
They're
the way they
like,
call
"Eh,
it.
utata beauty, this thing and whatnot."
Mm.
But in my case, no one knows actually that I'm struggling. When I tell people, actually, they get so shocked that you have depression, anxiety, because they say I'm very bubbly, you know, I'm a happy soul. I'm like, nah, you can't show to people that you said. I always say, don't look like your problem and whatnot. But when I'm alone, yeah, it goes down.
But I also think it's a tool that you created to block.
Yeah.
You're using that so that
Yes.
people don't see, and you're afraid that if people see, they're going to judge you. And I think you're also not over that word. You know, mental is a very strong thing. If somebody tells you, especially somebody important in your life, you keep that thing. It gets programmed to say, okay, you're healing, but you're still in that. Okay, if I cry, they said I'm not being good to my sister.
Also, it's hard because she was the one who was pushing me to talk. Yeah, my sister is someone who will be like, talk. Even if you say you will talk, you'll end up talking. So I was opening up to her a lot. And remember, I was starting to open up to her, and then she passed away. So now it's like, who do I open up to?
I hear you. The person that actually gave you permission to speak is no longer there. Then you're like, who am I going to talk to now?
Yeah, let me just.
It's not worth talking because the person I used to talk to is no longer there.
Yes.
Wow. And I hope today in this episode you'll be able to be helped, you know, get the tools and the tips on how you can be able to move on. You know, we all experience, I always say we all experience traumas. We all experience certain things when we are young. Somebody might have said something that you're not happy with. But it's so important for the people around us to always make sure that they say the right thing so that they help us to heal. And I hope while you're listening to Sharon Baloyi, you know, a mindset is a very powerful thing. Whatever we say to our children, whatever we say in the communities, in the families, it gets programmed in our minds. So we live through that. We act based on that. When we come back, we'll be joined by Umam Eva Sohwe. She is a mental health specialist. She also has a BA in psychology. When we come back, we'll speak to her.